A group of West Michigan parents sues the bus company in charge of transportation at Colon Community Schools. They claim the company knew their young daughters were being sexually abused on the bus for months by a teenage boy, but it did nothing about it. As News Channel 3's Anna Giles explains in a special report, this case is surprising and spurring new debate over gaps in the law that may put your kids in danger.
The last few months have been a nightmare for this mother.
Just get through day to day. Sometimes my daughter, she has good days, she has bad days.
Even with professional counseling, she says her daughter struggles to recover from sexual abuse on a Colon school bus. Her daughter is one of up to 7 other girls Colon police say were molested by a 15-year-old high school boy in April. In police interviews with parents, the abuse is described as kissing, tickling, the boy putting his hand down their pants.
I wonder, the older she gets, is she going to remember this? And she has to live with it the rest of her life. There's nothing that's going to change it.
Failure to report charges were authorized against the bus driver, who says in a police report he knew about the abuse and notified his boss at Dean Transportation, but not Child Protective Services. The charges were later dismissed because a bus driver is not a mandated reporter under state law. Parents feel no one was held accountable for what happened. The Colon police chief declined to do an interview on camera, but sent a statement to News Channel 3 saying there is no way to prepare for this incident. The department's priority was to make this investigation as least intrusive as possible for the victim. Michigan's child protection law, or mandated reporting law, details a specific list of who's required to report sexual abuse. While bus drivers are not on it, professions like an audiologist and marriage therapist are. Criminal attorney Jim Mequio represented the bus driver in this case and has extensively studied the law.
The statute in this case, I don't think I've seen it in too many statutes, goes through an extraordinary effort to limit the number of people that have to be reporting.
According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, just 2 states list bus drivers as mandated reporters, Louisiana and Maine. Mequio believes the list of mandated reporters is targeted at trained professionals.
I don't think we want to impose a criminal sanction on someone that doesn't have the training as these people would have.
Under Mequio's interpretation, the law also does not require mandated reporters to report juvenile on juvenile abuse.
I don't think that's right. Juvenile on juvenile, but it's still a sex crime. It needs to be reported.
News Channel 3 spoke by phone with Michigan State Representative Pam Ferris of Genesee County.
Hi, Anna. Pam Ferris. How are you?
She's sponsoring a bill that would expand the state's list of mandated reporters. Ferris says she would look into the Colon abuse case.
My first response to this is they have an obligation, whether they're a contractor or not, whether they're driving the bus or doing anything else with these kids. And bus drivers have a lot of time with kids on buses.
Vicki Vanis is a therapist in Kalamazoo specializing in traumatized children. She wasn't involved in the Colon abuse case, but believes the young girls face years of trauma.
Not being able to sleep, having bad dreams, developing fears, becoming real clingy with their mom, losing interest in things that they used to be interested in.
The Colon girl's mom says she's seeing this from her daughter now.
She'll have an attitude worse than any child could have. She'll throw things, she'll hit. It even comes down to where sometimes she'll hit herself.
The families who went through this say they want to protect others. They believe the answer lies in changes to the mandated reporting law. Anna Giles, News Channel.